Being in my creative energy changes everything. It softens the way I move through the world. I notice more. I breathe deeper. I speak slower with more intention. Creativity doesn't live in a single act. It spills into every pocket of my life. It's the way I sway my hips when I walk down the streets, in the way I nod my head when melody finds me, in the way I listen, the way I love, the way I choose my words. It lives in the pauses, in the glances, in the way I set the table or light a candle just because it feels good. When I create, I evolve, not just as an artist, but as a human. I start to see life through a different lens. I hold things with more tenderness, more curiosity. I stop rushing to fix or define. Instead, I begin to trust that expression can be enough. I hold things with more tenderness, more curiosity. I stop rushing to fix or define. Instead, I begin to trust that expression can be enough. That beauty can be a reason, that being fully myself is the point. In that space, I embrace my life more fully. I don't compartmentalize joy. I let it bleed into the ordinary. I let it wake me up. Creativity isn't something I do, it's someone I am. Creativity isn't just about making something, it's about seeing differently. It's the quiet art of paying attention or walking through your days not on autopilot, but with eyes soft and wide open, ready to be moved by the curve of a shadow, the pause in a conversation, the way a memory suddenly rises like mist. There's this gentle invitation to live life as both participant and witness, to observe your own thought patterns and desires with curiosity rather than judgment. That's where creativity lies, not in the pressure to produce, but in the space you make to reflect and feel. When you slow down, you start to notice the layers. You begin to see that everything, every detour, every longing, every silence is speaking to you. That is the power of introspection. It gives shape to your inner world and allows your imagination to stretch out and breathe. Visualization becomes a portal here, not just a tool for manifesting, but a way to feel into new possibilities. You imagine differently, so you begin to live differently. Creativity then is how you translate that inner knowledge into something tangible. It's not a task on your to-do list. It's a language of your soul learning how to speak out loud. Creativity is what happens when you stop trying so hard to be anything other than yourself. It's the quiet pulse beneath the surface that comes alive when you let go of needing to prove, perform, or perfect. Being in your element isn't about effort, it's about return. Returning to the place where ideas surprise you, where time disappears, and where you feel most like you. It's the realization that your best work often begins with stillness, with listening, with trusting that the spark inside you is already enough. You don't need permission to create. You just need to remember that playfulness, curiosity, and presence are the path. And maybe, just maybe, this version of you, the one who creates for joy, for truth, for freedom, is the one who's always been waiting to lead. Creativity is a feeling first, a a flicker of play, of curiosity of what if. It begins not with a plan, but with a quiet thrill of possibility, of not knowing exactly where something will lead, but showing up anyway. It's the energy that hums through your body when an idea stirs and asks to be followed. Creativity is a feeling first, a flicker of play, of curiosity, of what if. It begins not with a plan, but with the quiet thrill of possibility, of not knowing exactly where something will lead, but showing up anyway. It's the energy that hums through your body when an idea stirs and asks to be followed. You don't always know exactly what you're making, only that something inside you wants to move. It's not about control, it's about unfolding. The moment your pen touches paper, your fingers meet clay, your voice fills a blank space, something begins to shift. You become both the maker and the witness. And the beautiful, mysterious part is the process surprises you too. You evolve alongside what you're creating. You discover as you go. That's the magic of it. You sit down with loose thread, and by the time you stand up, there's a shape you hadn't imagined, but needed to see. Creativity isn't the outcome, it's the act of trusting the space between where you are and where you might land. A quiet agreement with the unknown, a dance with the unseen, a daily invitation to show up, play, and let yourself be changed. Every season brings something new through me. Sometimes it's bold and bursting, and other times it's quiet. What I create reflects where I am in life and what I'm carrying or what I'm releasing, what I'm ready to say. I can move through these seasons passively, letting things happen around me, or I can meet them with intention, and that difference is changing everything. When I create with mindfulness, when I choose to show up with presence, things begin to move.